Two people walked up to the hideout where Hans and Andrew were. They were wearing cloaks and they had the hoods up to hide their faces. So, you're thinking about joining us. Is that correct? Andrew asked. Yes, it is, one of the two said. Show your faces, Hans demanded. The two people looked at each other nervously. Show your faces or you can't join, Hans said. Fine. The first person took off their hood. The second one did as well. Hans seemed to be in shock. Cassandra and Varian? Rapunzel, are you sure this plan will work? Eugene asked. Yes, I'm sure, Rapunzel replied. In the courtyard of Arendelle Castle, the group was talking about different things, including Rapunzel's plan to save Olivia and win the war. You do realize when I said what I said I was joking, Eugene said. I know, but I think this plan will work, Rapunzel said. We should head to the Enchanted Forest soon if this plan is going to work, Samantha said. Everything is ready for us to leave, Ashley said. Well then let's go. We don't want to be unprepared, Anna said. Elsa agreed. Kristoff climbed into the wagon the group was taking to the Enchanted Forest. Everyone ready? He asked. Ready, the group replied. Everyone got into the wagon and left. I don't trust you, Hans exclaimed. Neither do I, especially after what you did to me, Andrew pointed to Varian. I was, hoping to make up for that, Varian said. What's your excuse, Cassandra? Andrew asked. Cassandra couldn't come up with something to say. You don't have one, do you? Besides, what happened to you saying stuff like, Rapunzel's my sister, I have to protect her, Andrew said. A person can change, Cassandra said. We need you to prove your loyalty. Help us come up with a plan to attack your former friends, Hans said. Perfect, Varian said. The four of them entered the hideout. Inside, Olivia sat at a table that had a map spread out. Are you really about to trust the same people who erased my memory? Olivia asked. I actually have something that can bring your memory back, Varian said. Right after you prove your loyalty, have a seat, Andrew pointed to the seats that were around the table. Everyone sat down. I'm thinking we should attack the castle, Hans said. No, we shouldn't. The Queen is expecting us to attack the castle. We should attack the Enchanted Forest. No one will be prepared, Cassandra said. What do you think? Hans asked Varian and Olivia. The Queen probably is prepared for us to attack the castle, because that's what we normally do, Olivia said. Cassandra noticed that Varian wasn't paying attention. He was looking at Olivia's necklace, probably trying to come up with a plan to destroy it. Cassandra didn't want to be caught, so since she was already using the moonstone, she created a tiny black rock under the table. Varian noticed it and looked up. Yes, let's attack the Enchanted Forest, Varian said. Meanwhile, the rest of the group had arrived at the Enchanted Forest. Let's get this plan going, Anna said. Where are the guards that were supposed to meet us here? Rapunzel asked. I'll find out. I need you to talk to the North Soldier people. We need their help if we're going to win the war, Elsa said and left. Varian, you said that you can restore my memory, Olivia asked. Yes, I can, but the spell won't work if you're wearing your necklace, Varian said. Oh, but if I take off my necklace, I won't gain any power, Olivia said. My potion will give you power, Varian promised. Olivia was about to take her necklace off when Andrew interrupted. Don't take it off yet. I still don't trust these two. I want you two to go fight Elsa, he said. Cassandra and Varian looked at each other nervously. Elsa was their friend, not their enemy. But they left to go find her. Cassandra, Varian, how did it go? Elsa asked when they found her. Hans and Andrew want us to fight against you, Cassandra said. Okay, do it, Elsa said. Cassandra created a black rock. Varian took something out of his bag and threw it at Elsa. Elsa dodged it. She looked up and saw that Hans was watching from a distance. Cassandra, Varian, please don't betray us like this, Elsa exclaimed. Varian kept throwing things at Elsa. Elsa kept dodging. What are you throwing? Cassandra asked. Soap, Elsa said. Soap? Why soap? Cassandra asked. I'm not actually mad at Elsa or trying to hurt her, Varian replied. Cassandra understood why Varian was throwing the soap. She had just been standing there doing nothing when normally she would be fighting. Elsa began throwing snowballs at Cassandra and Varian. The three of them began laughing and having fun, forgetting that they were supposed to be fighting each other for Rapunzel's plan to work. Liar! Hans approached the three of them. What? Varian asked. You lied about joining me, Hans exclaimed. Elsa turned around. But the plan worked, she said. The Southern Isles was attacking the Enchanted Forest just like the group had planned. Nock charged at Andrew, knocking him over. Olivia began throwing her amber crystals. Cassandra ran to the fight and began creating black rocks to destroy the amber. Samantha threw lightning bolts at everyone she could, but everyone dodged her attacks. Did the king ever respond to the letter you sent? Rapunzel asked. No, he didn't. I don't think he's going to agree to a truce, Anna said. Elsa blasted ice at the guard that was fighting her. A group of Northuldra helped fight off a group from Seporia. Bruni helped. Varian watched more blue appear in Olivia's hair. Olivia, please let me help you, Varian begged. Why? You lied, Olivia exclaimed. I was trying to save you. Take off your necklace and this potion will help you regain your memory, Varian said. It was actually just colored water, but it would still help his plan. I've come too far just to find out you weren't trying to save me, Olivia exclaimed. Varian could see the fear in her eyes. Do you remember anything? He asked. No, Olivia replied. Elsa saw what was happening and created a nice memory. She hoped that Olivia would see it. Only now Olivia was throwing amber crystals everywhere. Cassandra destroyed whatever she could. Please just have your father work out some sort of peace treaty, Anna begged. No, Hans exclaimed. Anna had tried everything, but so far there was no easy way to win the war. Right after throwing a lightning bolt, Samantha saw the ice memory Elsa made. Hey, Olivia, isn't that you? Samantha pointed to the memory. It's just an ice sculpture, Olivia said. Samantha was about to get rid of Olivia's energy when she tripped and fell over. The fight was getting pretty intense. Elsa and Gale combined their powers, forcing Hans and his team to retreat. Well, I guess my plan kind of worked, Rapunzel said. Again, I was only joking when I said we should have somebody pretend to join Hans and Andrew, Eugene said. But they kind of fell for it. They didn't attack the Enchanted Forest like we wanted, Varian said. Rapunzel, just because I have experience as a villain doesn't mean I'm good at acting, Cassandra said. I thought you'd be fine, Rapunzel said. Remember how well it went when I pretended to be Faith? Cassandra asked. We were really close to saving Olivia, but we failed, Varian said sadly. We haven't lost yet, Anna said. Bruni jumped onto Elsa's shoulder. Elsa giggled. The group prepared to head back to Arendelle Castle. Meanwhile, Hans and Andrew were planning their next attack. In the middle of the conversation, Olivia spoke up. Do you think I'm Olivia? She asked. What do you mean? Andrew asked. Am I the same girl Varian keeps saying I am? Olivia asked. I don't know. We may have to wait until your hair turns completely blue, Andrew said. I guess so, Olivia said. And don't let anyone take your necklace off, Hans added. Olivia looked in the mirror. She barely had any black left in her hair. I've come too far to let anyone stop me, she said. Now, about our next attack, Hans began. I'm trying to make a potion to slow down our enemies, but it's not going well, Olivia said. I still can't believe we lost the fight in the Enchanted Forest, Andrew complained. It's all thanks to Cassandra and Varian, who led us to the forest, Olivia complained. Don't worry, Hans began. We may have lost the fight, but the war isn't over yet.